have expressed frustration with regards of to the 15 francs balance from 150 francs after buying a 200-gram bread at 135,000 francs CFA. The absence of coins in bakeries has rendered the purchase or buying of 200-gram bread a difficult task both for buyers and bread vendors. Microfinance institutions and cooperatives keep exporting daily in Cameroon with attractive products, yet some fail to respect certain regulations of the Banking Commission, watchdog Quebec, putting their clients' savings in danger. And in KRIBI, residents are facing a lot of challenge as the absence of public toilets continue to impact their daily lives. The lack of accessible and convenient restrooms facilities locality has caused frustration in most areas in KRIBI in the south region of Cameroon. Those are major stories. So we'll be right back. Hello everyone and welcome to this edition of the Primetime Newscast in the English language on Canal International. In KRIBI, residents are facing a lot of challenges as the absence of the public toilets continue to impact the daily lives of the population around there. Our reporter, a student journalist on internship, Cliquez, has been talking with the population. Her story.
The absence of public toilets in KRIBI is a cause for concern. KRIBI is known as a touristic area and a place where thousands of lovers go and take a walk at the beach. When we are here at the beach, it is difficult to ease ourselves. You are forced to look for a bush to urinate. We go far from the beach and it is not easy. Reaching out to the nearest bush is quite unsuitable. Many residents find this situation unacceptable. KRIBI is a touristic site, a touristic town, and public toilets are essential elements for the development of touristic areas because those coming in for tourism is a way to make them comfortable. The citizens are calling on municipal authorities to take the issue seriously, for the image and health of the population are at stake. In my opinion, urban councils and courts of KRIBI could build toilets, which are at the same time very important to the town's development. They can put modern toilets so that it can also beautify the town.
Pour que ça participe à la beauté de la ville.
While waiting for something to be done, this abandoned site has been transformed into an open-air toilet.
Now, a 3-year-old child who was kidnapped some 4 months ago has been rescued and reunited with her family in Bafoussam in the west region of Cameroon. The child's identity remains undisclosed for security reasons. The kidnappers demanded a ransom, but the security forces working with local authorities tracked them down and successfully rescued the child with the kidnapper arrested. We'll come back to that in as subsequent editions of Newscast. And Cameroonians have expressed frustration with regards to the 15 francs balance from 150 francs after buying a 200-gram bread at 135 francs. The absence of coins in bakery has rendered the purchase or buying of a 200-gram bread a difficult task for both buyers and bread vendors. More in the following story.
10 francs. Qu'est-ce que je peux bien acheter avec 10 francs?
Following government's resolve to homologate the price of bread at 135 francs a loaf, stepping down from 150 francs, buyers are in constant conflict with bakeries over 15 francs balance. At this bakery, the price of a 200 gram of loaf is respected. However, bakeries are coin-strapped, making it difficult for the customers. This unholy situation breeds conflicts between buyers and bakeries.
Jusqu'à 135 francs, on se trouve.
I got the news from television that a 200-gram loaf of bread is sold at 135 francs, but the difficulty is at the level of the balance. They tell us they don't have it. Virginie has been standing at the counter for a long time, waiting for her 15 francs balance. Unfortunately, the vendor says there is no coin for her balance. The main problem here is the 15 francs cash. They are proposing other alternatives, but it's not working to our favor. It is a general cry with most Cameroonians we met in bakeries in Douala. They all expressed frustration with the 15 francs balance. As immediate solution, they called on government to further drop the price to 125 francs to solve the problem of cash. Meanwhile, some bakeries have adopted alternative measures by providing bonds to customers, others for them to collect their balance subsequently at their will. Despite these alternatives, customers say it's not enough. And we take you to the nation's political capital, Yaoundé, where onion have become a luxury. The ordinary Cameroonian can no longer enjoy the vegetable, as the price has been on a constant rise, while this increase since early last month, and how food sellers coping with their mission this day in the nation's political capital, Yaoundé. More with our reporter, Beatrice. We are talking about a soaring price of onions, and we take you to Yaoundé, where the ordinary Cameroonian can no longer enjoy the vegetable, as the price has been on a constant rise. More on the story with our reporter, Beatrice Ngamu.
Last month, this basket of onion was 18,000. Today, it is 25,000. The 100 kilogram bag varies between 80 to 120,000, depending on the quality and loading. Reasons advanced for the increase since the beginning of last month includes the price of fuel, fertilizers, the road, long distance and controls, transport fare, and high bid buyers coming from neighboring Nigeria.
Là-bas au extrême nord, 1 litre de carburant à 1 000 francs et un sac d'engrais, c'est 50 000. Et on a les problèmes de route aussi. Quand les camions quittent au nord, pour arriver ici, c'est 3 jours, 4 jours.
Par rapport aux frais de transport que les gens pleurent beaucoup.
Parfois, c'est les gens de Nigeria qui viennent acheter les oignons au nord. C'est ça qui a fait les prix un peu grimper là.
This as they are cultivated in the north and far north region of Cameroon. As consequence, the consumption has dropped drastically.
Bien sûr que la quantité maintenant qu'on utilise peut être comme la quantité quand c'était abordable. Donc la quantité a un peu aussi diminué.
This lady has resorted to the onion leeks combination for the different meals she prepares and sells a day.
Il faut au moins acheter même pour 3 000 et ajouter encore même les poireaux de 500 pour pouvoir jongler et faire ma cuisine de la journée.
Onion, kitchen secret for good taste, as onion goes for nearly all the food we prepare and eat. The benefit of this highly nutritive vegetable numerous. Improves heart health, better blood sugar regulation, increased bone density, and more.
And microfinance institutions and cooperatives keep sprouting daily in Cameroon with attractive products, yet some fail to respect certain regulations of the Banking Commission. Watchdog Quebec putting their clients' savings in danger. Interference in management and non-respect of regulations has led to sanctions to serve as lesson to other financial institutions that poorly manage their structures at the detriment of their customers. More on the story with our reporter Gladys Ambu.
Effective corporate governance in microfinance institutions and cooperatives is inevitable for the survival of these credit institutions. The respect of managerial rules as stipulated by the 2017 regulations of the Banking Commission of Central Africa, Quebec, is imperative.
The microfinance and bank are structured. You have the board of directors and you have management.
and the board of directors is their mainly shareholders. That is the reason why KOBAC recommends that the general manager of a microfinance or a bank is accredited, because a board chairman is not a technician in banking. If he interferes, he abuses authority and is going to use his authority on the general manager to influence decision. It may be, as I'm telling you, in terms of credit policies. It might be even in management globally, in terms of determining how recruitment is done, which is not professional, maybe which might be biased, in terms of executing the budget in a very subjective way.
To save the firms from bankruptcy, the Ministry of Finance always step in to assure the implementation of these regulations. Lack of respect of the regulations, according to experts, is
very dangerous for the future of the firm. It's very dangerous for the future of savings in microfinance institutions. So the measure that the Minister of Finance take to suspend the chairman of the board who try to do things at the place of the managerial is good for the future of the institution, is good for the saving of the members.
Mismanagement can divert the side deposit of saving to other other investment in the bank, even loans, because individuals put their money in the bank is supposed to be guaranteed first of all by the state of Cameroon.
Although microfinance institutions and cooperatives play a significant role in the growth of the economy, commercial banks are recommended, but that does not hinder savers to be prudent.
Always do an investigation and seek advice from experts, from financial experts. For Cameroonians today, the risk of commercial banks running down is limited because they are under the control of KOBAC. The risks are everywhere. They just need to mitigate them. After all, at the end of the day, they need to keep their money somewhere.
Sanctions are therefore usually meted on financial institutions that fail to respect KOBAC regulations in a bid to protect their clients. This is the case with the Credit and Savings Fund from local initiative Cecile that had its board chair suspended recently for non-respect of Article 14, 21 and 25 of KOBAC regulations.
In a bid to support and empower talented young individuals in the littoral region, the Young Revolution for Littoral Region had its executive bureau installed today, November 15, in Douala after 5 months of careful planning and preparation. More on the story with Fro William.
In an era where limited employment opportunities make the order of the day, some youths have decided to make it their mission to detect and empower talented persons.
We have to give our accompaniment to young people and youth associations who are promoting innovation among youth.
Under the auspices of the Ministry of Youth and Civic Education, the youths intend to foster financial freedom and independence as well as innovation among other youths who are facing difficulties throughout the littoral region.
Since 1 year, we are implementing many activities, entrepreneurship, tournament football, and scholarship. That all is to grow out the talent of the youth.
With the newly installed Executive Bureau of these young revolutionary leaders, the initiative is expected to make a significant impact on the region's socio-economic development.
An agreement to help expand entrepreneurship education in the University of Bamenda has been signed in Yaoundé. The deal worth 100 million francs CFA was signed between the Deputy Vice Chancellor for Research, Cooperation and a relationship with the business world, Ernest Moulois, and the Minister of Small and Medium-Sized Enterprises, Social Economy and Handicraft, Achille Basnikin III. Beatrice Ngamo completes that story for us.
Practical development visible at the University of Bamenda in terms of research, teachings and expansion of opportunities for students, one that attracted the Ministry of Small and Medium-Sized Enterprises.
We believe that there is no boundary in terms of expanding entrepreneurship education and particularly disseminating entrepreneurial culture throughout the country.
Need to support the capacity building process for these students to become veritable entrepreneurs in future. And so the agreement between the university, signed by the Deputy Vice Chancellor for Research, Cooperation and Relationship with the Business World, Ernest Molua, and the Minister of Small and Medium-Sized Enterprises, Social Economy and Handicraft, Achille Basilican III,
will provide us human, material and financial resources to be able to uphold the entrepreneurial agenda of the University of Bamenda concerning the teaching, training and research.
This grant of 100 million is going to accelerate the functioning of their incubation process, but also expose the students of the university the opportunities provided by the entrepreneurship culture.
Will go a long way to make a difference in the economic recovery of the region, but also provide opportunity for the development of small businesses in Bamenda and Northwest region as a whole.
And strides made by the Pan-African non-governmental organization African Synergy Against AIDS and Suffering is at the heart of the 21st anniversary celebration this November 5. For 21 years, Chantal Bia and her parents made the fight against diseases and rights of the underprivileged in society. They are concerned it is the same humanitarian vision they are committed to continue. Beatrice Gamo reports.
The year 2000 came with its own social, health and development challenges on the African continent. Chantal Bia and peers, sister first ladies, could not just watch all this from the background. Their mobilization and commitment born the African Synergy Against AIDS and Suffering on 15 November 2002.
I still remember that on the day of the creation of African Synergy, the First Lady of Cameroon, in her speech, said she hopes African Synergy will not be like this sort of association. They will die the day of her creation. And the best part of the First Ladies in this collective efforts to fight against HIV/AIDS is the advocacy.
For 21 years, their engagement has registered progress, such as drastic drop in AIDS-related deaths, so to the elimination of mother-to-child transmission. HIV fight, especially in the youth milieu, the battle of the AIDS-free holiday campaign, the creation of the Chantal Bia International Reference Center for Research on HIV with focus on prevention and management of persons living with AIDS, hepatitis and other tropical diseases, and other. The difficult economic climate notwithstanding, the challenges remain. So too the commitment of these African First Ladies to stay strong, powerful and unshakable. It is this spirit, advocacy and selfless service to humanity that keeps them going, especially with guidance from their husbands, presidents. Along 21 years, a fruitful companionship of sisters, great. As she salutes the former First Lady of Guinea, Aja Konde Jene Kaba, who died April this year, for the indelible mark she has left behind. Chantal Bia made it clear in her message on African Synergy's 21 years old, took the engagement to resolutely commit to continue her fight for a more united and inclusive world as long as God gives her the strength to do so.
And the different traveling agencies formerly located at Tongolo, Ituri and Mana have relocated at the new Olembe bus station. This is following the warning from the city mayor for them to quit the places or face heavy sanctions. Hysen Acha in this report paints a picture of the new site. His story.
Life is taking a new train here at the outskirts of the Olembe neighborhood, northern entrance of the city of Yaoundé. Passengers getting used to the new bus station, rushing to get a bus to the west region and other parts of the country.
Déjà, nous le trouvons satisfaisant.
It is satisfactory. The space is large and beautiful.
Oui, c'est vraiment accueillant.
But for lack of information, many this Wednesday morning rushed to Tongolo and Emana to book their traveling tickets as usual, but got surprised with the news of the relocation to the Olembe site.
On m'a dit directement que c'est pour Olembe.
I was told at Tongolo to come to Olembe, So I was surprised, though it's very difficult for us far away on the other side of the town, but it is very good.
C'est très très bien, ma'am. Even for me, I know the place be fine. You not get no problem, but now the way we don't come, one go reach for Tongolo. There's some who can for this side for Olembe. So now the way the driver take and treat we way, you know, fine. Now the only thing that we have to talk about, but for the play fine, not get no problem.
The passengers are quick to point out key irregularities to be ameliorated upon. There is still work to be done, specifically on the toilets, electricity, and even the orientation of passengers. Business gaining steam here, with small vendors and hawkers flooding the new area with different items. Meantime, out of the 24 agencies expected here, some are yet to go operational, despite the November 12 deadline of the Yaoundé City Mayor demanding that all traveling agencies at Tongolo, Etudi, Manguier and Emana must relocate at the Olembe bus station or face heavy sanctions.
And fish cleaners are making significant impact in empowering women by reducing their workload. Their skilled individuals provide essential services in cleaning various types of fish ready for the market. Christy Aya Are is a student journalist on internship. Her story.
Knives, brushes, and cutlasses are some of the materials used by these fish cleaners. They play a great role, particularly to women engaged in fish roles, by providing essential services to the women. Our work consists of helping, most especially women who roast fish and also household. We use knives, cutlass, brush, and water. These fish cleaners are efficient when it comes to the cleaning of a variety of fish species. I work on all fish, no matter the fishes. I don't select fish to work on. The pricing for fish cleaning services varies based on the specific types of fish that customers bring. The prices depends. We don't have a fixed price. We judge the price according to the personality and the kind of fish. It can be 200, 300, 1,000. It has different prices. We don't have a fixed price. It depends on the kind of fish that you bring. Fish cleaners play an important role by easing the domestic burden for women. In addition to their wages derived from the cleaning services, these individuals also profit from certain organs of the fish they clean.
And the Douala Pan-African Series Festival has been inaugurated today by the Douala City Mayor. The festival includes an acting workshop with focus on camera review. This exciting event aims at bringing together actors from various different countries and promoting a Cameroonian series. The official ceremony begins today and will continue up till November 18, 2023. It serves as an opportunity to enhance the skills of Cameroonian artists, particularly the young talents. Let's get more in the following excerpt.
During 4 days, we will see wonderful things here doing by the promoters. And it is good for the city council to know and to touch what the Cameroonians are doing and who is interested of what they are doing here.
And that brings us to the end of this edition of the Primetime Newscast in the English language on Canal International. Thanks so much for watching and take another rendezvous same time tomorrow. Good night.